YouTube. Wanted to walk you through what I have set up through Vera for home automation and my audio system, indoor and outdoor. I just watched a video, somebody else's video, kind of doing the same thing, and it actually gave me some great ideas, so I figure I'll do the same with what I have so far, and hopefully that helps somebody else with some ideas or some thoughts. So this is my Vera dashboard, or whatever you want to call it. I've got about 60, 70 devices, maybe a little more, might be closer to 80 throughout the house. The house is a 3,300 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, and I have Vera everywhere, from every bathroom to right out to the garage, garage doors, all that stuff. So I won't go through anything in too much detail. If you have questions on something, just shoot me a note in the comments section. I'll be happy to fire you back an answer. So I'll take you through the house real briefly. This is basically a sunroom, and it's really just French doors off to the pool area, so we just use it for entertaining, and I might use it a tad for a little bit of drinking. So this room's got a couple of Bose speakers in it that work with the TV or with what I have playing through the house. And out there's a view to the pool. We'll go for a quick walk out here. So around the pool area, I've got a set of 5 JBL Control 25 AVs, which are probably the best sounding little outdoor speaker in that size range that I've ever heard, and I've heard quite a few. So we've got 4 on the fence there, and I got another one up over the doors here. So there's those guys. Backing that up with some bass would be Control 30. And that's the tweeter has been cut out of that one. Actually, the tweeter is damaged in that one, so I put a filter in it, and it's driving it's just a sub right now, and it pounds for its size. Over up on the deck, I've got another set of JBL Control, the 25 series. These are the 25Ts. They don't have the same bass response as the 25 AVs, even though they use the same drivers and pretty much the exact same cabinet. But very, very crisp sounds. Got the same tweeter arrangement, the horn arrangement. So there's one in each corner there. There it is. And then right about there, under the deck, is a JBL sub SU210 outdoor subwoofer, and that thing slams. So this whole area, this whole pool area, really has some incredible sound. I mean, better than a lot of houses. I've got a couple of rock speakers. These are just Best Buy, nothing too special. But they get the job done to help fill in the backyard. And then I also have another set hanging from the eave on the garage that drive off into the backyard. So that's that. We'll take you around the front. Under the or behind the lattice work in front here is a set of JBL Control 23s that help fill in this area with sound. A little fountain going on here. Up onto the front deck, you'll see I've got a where are they? There they are. These are JBL Control Nows. It's the twin 4 or 4.5 inch with the horn in the center. They're small, but they really sound nice, and they're very low key. They don't, you know, when you're looking at the house, you really don't even notice them. We'll go inside. So inside the house, I've got I don't remember how many, a lot of speakers, but in the ceiling here, actually got another one right on the table right there. I had to actually take that out because we just had a new heat pump, forced air system installed in the house, and air conditioning. So I got to find that a new home. It used to be right where that vent was, but that had to go. But got them in the wall right over there that fill this area in nice. We've got them upstairs as well, everywhere, from your bathrooms to the bedrooms. I'm not going to go upstairs right now, though. A spare bedroom there, but into the bathroom here, we got them right there too. So I'll take you downstairs and I'll show you automatic lights. They just kick on when you Open the door, Vera has a motion sensor going there. But down here's where I keep basically everything that drives the whole house and the theater, which I haven't shown you yet, but I'll show you soon enough. So I just got a little, honestly, this is just like a niece and nephew's come to hang out room with the Wii. Couple of Bose speakers, I don't remember the series on those, and a subwoofer on that too. This is, let me back it up. This is the entrance to my side of the basement. Her side, my side. My side's better. So little concession area with snackages, and popcorn machine, movies on that side. This is the hallway that goes down to the theater, and this is the system or the rack that drives the house. So I'll come back to that in a minute. We head down the hallway. These are just all autograph pictures I collected. Go into the theater. I'm sorry, it's going to be really dark. The walls are a very, very dark blue. The ceiling is black, and the carpet is actually right out of a theater. But you really can't see anything. Well, you can kind of see that. Okay, well, theater seats 6 very comfortably in automatic, or not automatic, but power reclining chairs. For audio, I've got Control 29s. For mids and rears, we've got Control 30s behind an acoustically transparent screen. That's your front soundstage are all Control 30s, and they sound, I'm so happy with those speakers. The horns are just incredible. And then down the bottom, which will be, yeah, totally impossible to see, but it's behind the same material that I use for the acoustic panels that are on the walls, is 18-inch JBL in a basically in a bandpass. And then also built in there is this room's own HVAC system, so it can be independent from the rest of the house. Come on, focus. There we go. All right, if we go to the rack, I'll kind of take you through this. Up top, I have EQ that is strictly for, come on, focus. That is strictly for the subwoofer channel, so I can tune that to the room. Then I go into a Crown Microtech 600 that drives that 18-inch sub in the theater alone. Then I've got 3 CT600 Crown amps. Everything I have for the most part, well, not everything I have, but most of it is all Harman brand, so Crown, Harman Kardon, JBL. But those top CT600 drives the in-house speakers. These two run bridged for a left and a right, and those drive all the outdoor speakers around the house. I've got a not the Sound Zone, the Power Station PS4x4 conditioner that runs just those amplifiers basically from there up. JBL Sound Zone Z32S allows me to pick sources, whether I want to use Sonos or off the TV in the living room, off the computer server, although that's tied in with Sono over network anyway. But it allows me to pick those two. The Behringer Ultragraph Pro just tunes the EQ settings for the outdoor speakers, because obviously acoustically there you have to you kind of got to tailor it because it's not an ideal environment, but man, does it sound good once it's tuned in right. Below that is a Simtrix 581E. It's a distribution amplifier, basically a line level amplifier, and it allows me to pick levels for each of the line level outputs before it gets fed to the amp, and allows me to distribute those line level outputs. Below that's a Furman power conditioner, and then we get into the Harman Kardon. That's an AVR 3600. That runs the theater along with the Crown up top. A BDP1 by Harman Kardon, that's the Blu-ray player, and a Monster power conditioner that just basically takes care of the theater side conditioning. I'll give you a brief look at behind that. I built myself a little closet essentially for this, so sorry about the lighting. It's going to be super dark in here too, but everything's very well organized. I can see what needs to be fixed or changed or whatever. It's all it's about as simple and straightforward as this much equipment in a house can get. Down the bottom is just a little stereo and a 8-inch sub that helps out this side of it. Fills in the low end from the Bose, and actually it sounds pretty good. The only other thing I really want to show, I guess, is the power side of the house, which actually I just upgraded last week. Had to upgrade our panel to 200 amp 40 space, and still needed a sub panel on top of that. So this is all new, but gives me a few extra spaces before I had this thing just completely maxed out. So that's got a full generator switch, puts the whole house on the gen, which is nice. And got a pneumatic whole house surge suppressor, little sub panel, and then this panel I actually made. This works with Vera, and this is how I automate some of the trickier things or the more expensive things if you don't do it yourself. So down the bottom I've got just the GE Z-Wave switches, and then they feed up and they control either relays or 12 volt power supplies. So the pool pump, for instance, is on this one. That's a 220, sorry, not pool pump, well pump, 220. And when water's detected in the basement, or if there's a backup in the septic, I've got sensors on both of those that kick that relay off and kill the well pump. Pool pump contactor. I mean, pretty basic stuff. But pool lighting. So I've got Jesus, I think it's 1,200 LEDs, rope lights that run all the way around the perimeter of the pool, and then also light up the waterfalls at night. So one of these switches controls that, which feeds out to the pool, and then landscape lighting. So I got a whole bunch of 12 volt landscape lighting that gets fed off of that power supply. And that's about it. I mean, there's definitely a lot more, and I know I could go into a lot more detail, but essentially that gives you just a rough idea of some of the things you can do with Z-Wave, and living with it, I can tell you it is incredibly convenient. From door locks, I've got thermostats, I mean, all those pieces. So it's you don't really have to get off the couch that often once you sit down. So that's really nice. So hopefully that helps to give some ideas. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thanks. Bye.